Just
me.
oh no.
Oh well.
Uh,
I hit the
let me turn
button.
the output up. Speak.
Yes, hi. Hello.
Okay. Can you increase your mic volume on Discord for me, please?
Yeah, I think I should be able to do that.
Actually, it's fine. I can just probably just do this in the desktop. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I can do that myself.
I'm gonna say I am unable to do that.
Okay, that's all right. All right, let's turn off the lovely music and let's bring up Sonic Cross Worlds. Yeah, your audio sounds good. My audio sounds good.
Yippee.
Cross Worlds sounds. It's muted at
Thank
the
you for
moment,
the
so let's
subs,
probably turn that
Jelly.
up. On the
Awesome.
fly. Look at this.
Sick.
Sick. Now, how you been enjoying Cross Worlds
I
thus
have
far?
enjoyed it. I've beaten the main six on
The Deadly
stream.
Six?
Not the Deadly Six. The
Oh, okay.
six Grand Prix.
Oh, I see. That does make sense.
Yes. I haven't beat the seventh
Okay.
one yet because I haven't tried. I haven't attempted it.
Is that the secret one with
Yeah, the
Kronos
seek.
Island and everything like that?
Yeah, all that those ones.
Pretty epic. Pretty epic.
I have raced
All right,
on
let's.
one of them at least. I think
Do you know how to? Can you send me a request for this co-string? 'Cause I don't know how to do it.
I have. You
Oh,
gotta.
you already have.
Yeah, you gotta get on to.
You join session. You join. I'm streaming elsewhere.
There it is.
Yo, there it is.
Awesome.
Crazy. We are co-streaming right now. We are live on my Twitch channel, Dog Scotty. We're live on Mr. Wage and Trials Twitch right now. Are
Yeah.
you on? Are we live? Are we live on your channel?
Yes, we're live. I just hit the button, started streaming. Everything's
Damn,
ready.
there's
Like
no
no
starting
starting
soon
soon.
page.
No starting soon
Just
at all.
let's just jump right into it. He said.
I was
I
like,
mean,
I didn't plan on doing it at all, but I guess we'll do it. Why not?
damn, look at that. What are you gonna do with all your stuff when you move?
I'm
You just
putting
gonna
it
stay
in
there?
boxes. You can probably tell. I don't know if you wouldn't. I don't know if you've got my stream up, but I've most of
I
my
do. I'm
shit.
looking at you right
I was gonna
now.
say most of the shit's moved. All of my
Oh
boxes
my
are
gosh.
gone.
Who
I was working on it.
am I gonna sell my stuff to now?
Right? You'll just have to send them to me.
Ay ay ay.
I've currently
Ay
got a
ay
big
ay.
box with all of the special editions that you've given me that I've bought off you, I guess is the right word.
Eh. Okie dokies. Let me launch the game up. There we go. There we go.
So have you explained what we're doing?
Sonic Racing. No, I haven't. So it's the Dr. Sonic Cross Worlds Challenge. What I do is I can't even English. Let me try that again. Let's try that again, shall we? Just ignore the fact that I had already stuffed that up. Let's just pretend that never happened. It's time for the Dr. Sonic Cross World Challenge. In the Dr. Sonic Cross World Challenge, a content creator challenges me to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. The first to win 10 races is crowned the winner. And the loser will subscribe to the other person's channel. In the last episode, I took on Dopey Deal and absolutely obliterated him. So in this episode, I gave myself a bit of a challenge. And we're taking on Mr. Wag.
Taking on me.
Taking on Wag. What's up, Skullcat?
I mean, you've
Words
seen
are
how
hard.
you've seen me play the game. You were here while I was playing it for the first time, like on stream.
Exactly, but you've had practice. You've had
I
practice.
have
since
had
then.
practice. You've seen I've been playing since the network test, the first one. You've seen and we
I was there
played
for that as
together.
well.
Yeah,
We have history.
we have history. We played together. You know how much of this game I've played.
I'm kind of scared. I don't know why I took you on. I think that may have been a
We'll see.
may have
We'll
been a
see.
mistake.
The thing is that you definitely have more hours than me.
Not by many, I assume.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
Alrighties. How do we do it so we can play other people as well?
I don't know. You're the one that's done it before.
I've already joined people's lobbies. I've never actually, you know, like,
Oh,
okay, invite. Oh, okay, I get it.
You can invite
I
me.
understand.
Yes,
I'll invite you. Now playing.
we're all learning.
You're not showing up. Steam friends. Oh, there you are. Invite to lobby. Invite. All right.
There
Invite
it is.
sent. There it is. So, let me get a little piece of paper out so I can
Keep score.
keep score. I got paper. Now, where's the pen?
Oh, see, you gave
Do you have
me
a
a
pen
couple
for it?
pens. Yeah, I've got a pen you can borrow. It's it's a cool Rovio one.
Oh, shout out to Rovio. That's actually a really good pen. I don't know why I gave that to you.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I also don't know why you gave it to me. It is a really
Sometimes
good
I'm
pen.
just nice and I give you stuff, and I'm like, what do I do that for?
I'm glad I got
Be
those
more
Sonic
mean.
cards
That's, what,
back
that's what
though.
I'm getting from this. I should be more horrible. I have a pen. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. All right. We happy with
so
our
ready.
setup? I'm gonna go basic for the first one. I'm just gonna do the Shadowmobile, and then you know as things
Shadowmobile.
progress, I might try the extreme gear.
Ooh,
But let's head into a world match. It's
I'm
ready
so
up,
ready.
and it's whoever does better. So
It's
for
whoever does
example, if I come fourth and you come sixth,
I
I'd
see.
win basically.
I see. It's whoever
So it's
does
not
better.
yeah, of
I
the
get
two
it.
of us versus the rest of the world.
I understand. So
You're
how
welcome.
how much have you played of this game?
According to Steam, I've played this game for 14 hours.
Yeah, I've played like 3.
Oh,
According
Okay.
to Steam.
so I have played a little bit against Dopey Deal. I played against a guy called Paulie last night, Paulie and his gang, which was quite fun. We played against, just the Grand Prix and stuff like that. And I've also played against some other like Sonic streamers, which has been quite fun.
Hell yeah.
Over in the US of A.
Ooh. Special people.
Game audio.
Let's go.
There we go. Sonic Racing.
I'm so ready. With my Big the Cat.
Big the Cat.
I'm Big the Cat.
Big the Cat in the hat.
I love Big the Cat.
As you should.
He's wonderful. We'll see how this goes. Oh my god, there's so many C-ranked players!
Uh-oh.
So I'm E plus or something. I also have to remember
You've
how to
had it.
play because it's been
You
a
got
couple
this.
days.
It's fine. You got this. I believe in you. This
Yeah,
is good. This is
I believe in
encouraging.
me.
Also, your mic keeps like going. Your mic
Oh.
keeps like doing like it sounds like it's on you or something.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's going like.
Huh. I don't know why it would be doing that.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. Well, how are you doing so far? What position?
Well, I'm in second, but I won't be for
you in?
long.
Oh well. I never liked this stage. I haven't done this stage very much, to be honest. This is probably my least played stage.
I don't think I've played this stage. I cannot remember. The ice that's getting me.
It's quite slippery, isn't it?
Very.
Yeah,
I actually
your mic
can't
keeps
remember.
rustling.
I might have to plug it in.
You might have to plug it in. That's crazy.
I might have to plug it in. I'm not paying attention. I'm just playing the game.
How am I doing 8? What the heck?
You're
What is
doing
going on?
8? Guys. Oh my god. I think everyone decided to show up at once.
Alright, time to gamble.
I hope my my stream hasn't died from the mic. Oh my god, so much is happening.
Go, go, go. I see you. I see you.
You see me? I'm the only Big the Cat. Oh my god.
Go, 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 go. No, 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 no.
Get out of here, Miku.
Oh, no.
I cannot. This is so chaotic. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, you're right there. I saw you. Hello, Shadow.
Flowing into the lap. I changed my lap 3 music, so it just plays a random song from the Sonic series.
Interesting. Goodbye. I'm the drill.
Guess what? I'm the drill.
Guess what? This
Where's my frame rate dropping?
Oh no, frame rate's dropping? That's never good. Oh my god, you're ahead of me. I see you.
Because I've been exporting a YouTube a video, so my computer's probably all like in 4K.
I see.
No. No! No, 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 no. Please!
No way. No shot. Yes! I think I just pulled ahead.
Ah!
I think I just pulled ahead there. That was crazy. Work, damn it. What a game.
You. That is 1 to you.
Hell yeah. Let me just double check that I'm... Oh my god.
What?
So, it wasn't using my... It was using my DualShock?
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
The fuck? It wasn't even like... The first time I didn't even like just plug it in. It's been plugged in all day.
What the hell?
Well, I'm fixed. My audio is fixed.
Oh, you sound so much nicer now as well.
Yeah, well that's good. Well, I'm definitely much closer than I was to my controller before.
Oh, I was like, why did your audio sound so bad earlier? Well, not bad, but it just didn't sound.
I'm surprised
like
it sounded good.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Damn it! All right, you got the first win there.
I got the first win.
I say that's beginner's luck right there.
That was definitely beginner's luck. That was, I literally got an item that let me win right at the end. Like
no silence, because you haven't done this one yet.
Ooh, I haven't done that one. That one looks fun.
I like the colors of the stage. It's very vibrant. I wish more of the stages were
Right?
like this. I love the chaos of this game. This game is very chaotic.
Especially the online mode.
Oh yes. Da 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 da.
God,
Nice.
Metal Sonic. The noise
It's
Metal
Sonic
Sonic.
Racing. Ooh.
Yeah,
Sounds like that, right?
yeah.
Pretty much.
Perfect.
Exactly like
Perfection. should
Thank
be an
you. They call me a
impressionist.
voice. They should call me a voice actor.
Oh my god, it's
Oh my
my
God, it's you!
choice.
I know
I
that
chose
guy.
it.
Let me move my mouse away.
Right? It keeps putting my mouse on the screen.
Right? And you're like, oh, there it is. Oh, whoopsies.
Yeah.
Yo, we got blue.
Blue. This is so
Alright,
exciting.
time to lock in.
Yeah, you gotta lock in, Scott.
I gotta lock in.
Oh, look at this place. Sonic Superstars.
The best Sonic game, right? Right? Also,
Well,
I love
thank you.
how the little robot shark thing is like running at like what 20 FPS back there.
Right?
Look at it. I don't know why so many of the background elements run so like slow.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Go. I am trying out a new gadget, so that might be the reason why I'm not doing as good. New gadget.
Ooh, you're like
Go,
right. You're in
gadget.
first. Hey, what's up?
Hey!
No, don't hit me!
Hey, that.
No, I'm getting cut in half. I think that's annoying because I got hit and you didn't.
As you should. Oh, I just got hit. Damn it. Oh,
Get
damn
out
it.
of my
Damn
way.
it. I'm ninth.
9.
It's Sonic Racing!
It is Sonic Racing. Oh my god, I'm
Oh,
10th.
round! Oh, I'm first. That's better.
There's a lot of like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, you just get hit once and then you're in 12. Like everyone's together.
It hasn't been that bad for me. Because
It's
I
not
feel like,
terrible.
oh no. Go.
Oh hey.
Yeah, when everyone's very close together, it's much more
God.
difficult. Oh god, I fell off.
Yeah, I
I
almost
fell off.
fell off. Oh my god,
Oh,
people
no.
are spawning right next to me.
Bro, what happened? I literally fell off.
You literally
Maybe it's
fell
because
off.
this game is. Maybe it's because the game's lagging. Like it's dropping frames quite a lot.
Oh, that's not good. The speed of
Come
the
on,
game
come on.
is tied to your frame rate. Oh hey.
Actual?
That's what I heard. Like 60 frames goes faster than 30.
Oh yeah. Alright, go.
Like I think
No.
you still go the same speed, but like the physics of the game or something.
I'm
remember reading-
hanging
that
on
was
to
also why-
the other
That
side.
was the reason I was having
I
difficulty
won't
initially.
give up to the end of me.
There ain't no way. Get out of my way! Uh-oh. Is that you?
Bye
right in
bye.
front of me? Damn.
Bye bye.
I was like, is that you in front of me?
Oh well, maybe next time.
I was in like
Woo.
10th the whole game.
All around the world, it's Sonic
Damn,
Race
you were ahead of me.
I was. I am gonna do something. I am gonna just quickly in the game settings put the game down to 1080p as opposed to 4K.
You're running it at 4K? My god.
Yes, sir.
No wonder the game's lagging.
Well, I think it's because I also kept the PC on all day because I was exporting the video.
That
My PC's
also,
probably a bit exhausted from doing that.
also
So we're gonna go back to the menu and I'm gonna lower this resolution.
yeah, alright.
Options. Change it to full screen. 1920 by 1080. Beautiful. Save.
You know what's like actually good?
Like gadgets.
No, not gadgets wise, like stats
Just
wise,
life?
I guess. Yeah, life.
No, I don't. I don't really look at the stats to be honest. I just go based on vibes.
That's fair.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Why has it done that? Bear with me, everyone.
There's a bear with you! Run!
Ah! You're funny.
Thank you.
You're funny.
I try.
All right, let me add you back. All around the world. I don't like you've got the avatar character as your
I
guy.
had to. I
One
was
of the
like,
best Sonic game. Of course.
yeah, the best character in the best Sonic game. The developers
100%.
OC.
Who the heck is this? Someone sent me a friend request. I don't know who they are.
Whoa.
Reject.
No.
Sorry. Whoa!
No way.
Sunrose 12. Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
getting
How are you
raided.
doing? I'm getting raided. Sunrose. That name rings a bell. That name rings a bell. Hang on. Sunrose 12. Let me search you up. Searching you up. Oh yes. That I believe your logo looks familiar. You just got Supersonic on this.
Awesome.
Also, a long time no speak. I know you, Sunrose. We haven't spoken in years. If you're the Sunrose that I am thinking of course. If not, then that's awkward. But if it is, hope you're doing well. Supersonic sounds like a lot of fun. Do you know about Supersonic in this game, Wag?
Yes, you have to. Well, I know how to unlock it. I haven't yet. All the rivals, right? You gotta beat them all.
Go right, but when you unlock Supersonic, you are actually immortal. You don't take
Oh.
any damage from any items.
Oh,
Let's change
That's
to
awesome.
Mephiles. All right. Ready up. Here we go.
I am.
We are doing the what is this called again? The Dr. Scott Crossword Challenge. I forgot what my own thing was called. And
What are we doing
what are we doing here? The first to win 10 matches is crowned the better Crossworlds player. At the moment, we are 1-1.
yeah.
So it's
we're
neck
tied.
and neck.
I feel like
From Tom's channel, Mr. Tom Bob Blender. Is that who we're talking about? Or different Tom?
oh,
me
you know
know.
I have to go with the classic.
Oh, the classic Ocean View.
Well, that's not the one I chose, but I wish I had chosen that.
Hey guys.
I did
I
see.
watched Tom like from years ago, like years and years and years ago, like 2013, 2012.
Yo, these
What were you gonna say?
blazes-
Sorry, Wake?
Oh, I was just saying I picked the Unleashed stage with the
Ah.
unique track. What's up with these blazes in the lobby? There's some
Yeah,
metal
little
bitches.
cyber blaze.
There's a metal Charmy.
Yeah, so in the other option, you know how you tried the other like the race park mode, and I was like, no, go back to Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
You verse different like robot versions of different characters, and then if you
Yes.
defeat them enough times, you unlock their skins.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
pretty
see.
cool, pretty swag.
see,
I don't
I
know what I'm
see.
saying. A communication error. What the hell?
No.
Are you playing or did you get a communication
I
error?
mean, I'm in, but I don't know if
Oh.
it'll like continue staying.
Well,
in.
looks like you're playing a nice, fun game.
Yeah, because you can't leave games, right?
No. Good job, Sonic team.
Well, it all
Classic
depends if
Sonic
it
team.
like goes through. Yeah, okay.
That's-
No,
oh, is it? Did it not let you?
no, I'm racing.
Oh, he's racing. All right, let's customize the machine while he gets some practice in.
Get some practice in. Well, I'm also racing against an AI stuntman.
Oh, really? Oh, this doesn't count. This doesn't count. Modify.
I don't really know that one.
Listen all around the world. Oh, no. Back. It says custom. How do I customize it?
I will say
Use
Sand
other
Road,
character-
like, sounds
Sand Road? Oh, the music.
so good.
So good. Alright. We are gonna make a custom car. Ooh, that looks cool. What's that Metal Sonic's car?
You're making a custom car.
Making a custom car. Buy? Yes, please. Nah, I don't really like that very much.
I don't know what my biggest my biggest what is it?
That's kind of high.
The word for it? I'm forgetting.
What is this guy on about?
I don't know what I'm on about.
Okay. And we'll make it shadow colored. Yes. Oh, that's hot. That is hot.
I just got ran
We
over
actually-
by a monster truck in water.
It's not a monster truck.
Oh my god, the AIU is in front of me.
Yes. If I win, then it counts. If I don't win, it doesn't. Gloss. Sure. Let's change the texture of this as well. Make that solid. No, actually, no, not that. Fine gloss, semi-gloss, matte. There you go. Let's have that for matte. The accent. Ooh.
Why am I drifting in that direction? I think this one's lost towards personally. I'm not doing very well. Maybe. It all depends. Wow, that was so bad.
It's alright, but we can't be winners all the time.
Can't be
But how are
winners
you
all
going, Sunrose? How was your stream? Hope it was very well. Everyone who's joining, welcome. Hope you're having a good day, good morning, good night, wherever you're on the big wide world. I'll let you enjoyed by Wag. Wag, say hi.
Hi.
That's Wag.
Sorry, I was in first for a tiny bit before and then everybody decided to show up at once.
Then everybody Supersonic Racing.
Everybody Supersonic Racing all around the world. All around me.
That's not the lyrics.
But you're in
That's-
last! Your AI is in last.
No!
That's insane. Oh, I'm 3 points away from being in D rank, I think.
Ugh. Yo, let's get some Samsung branding on this. Yes, sir. You put your SSD on the on the car.
Not yet. My car doesn't run as fast as my SSD.
Ah. Very lame. Big
Right?
shadow on the back.
Alright, I'm ready.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready.
I'm ready.
All right, friend list. Ba 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 da da. Invite to lobby. Invite to lobby.
Whoa. Let's begin.
Trailblazing.
Thank you.
Sonic Racing. Damn. If these win streaks keep up, I might actually reach my sub goal. Oh, there he is. All right, let's go.
I'm so ready.
I'm so ready too. Hopefully this new car works. Like, look at it. Look, it looks kind of fire.
It looks kind of fire. I've got the Hatsune Miku branded car.
I like it. I like it. It's giving like the Mario Kart car. You know, like the really basic one.
Yeah, the very basic.
If it was like,
car.
yeah, you know which one I'm talking about though, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
This
Come
is
on,
happening.
step it up. All right. I want to go to E Stadium. Please wait. Okay, I'm waiting.
I was gonna say I don't see the suggestions. Oh, there it is.
Hey!
Okay.
I manifested that.
E-Stadium's a fun one.
It is. It's very Mario Circuit.
Very
Mario
Mario.
Kart 8. There's like 2 stages in here, which I think I just... No, 3 that are a bit too close to Mario. E Stadium, Colorful Mall,
Colorful
and,
Ball, I
the other... You know which one I'm talking about? The one that looks like Toad Forest, whatever it's called. It's called Toad Forest?
feel that. Toad Factory?
No, not Toad Factory. The one where you're in the forest.
One way.
And there's like the water. You're in a forest. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I feel like I know, but I also have no idea what you're talking about. Like, you show me
I
the
know what I'm
map,
talking about.
and I'll
chat knows what I'm
know
talking about.
exactly what
Chat
you're
knows.
talking about.
Chat knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. I'd hope so too.
I'm
Alright,
like,
lock
Shy
in
Guy
time.
Falls?
No, not Shy Guy Falls. Alright, let's go. I see you in front of me. Why did they put
I
you
won't
in
be
the
for-
front?
Yeah, I won't be for much longer. Oh, yep, there we go.
There he go.
Here I go.
What gadgets do you currently have on?
I've got air tricks, bonus.
Plastic.
I've got like a speed gear thing. I wasn't sure about it, to be honest. I just thought I'd give it a shot.
Does it make you faster?
Yeah, I think it just makes my car get faster. That
No.
can't help that.
So if you can hear the audio stuttering, I'm very sorry. I don't know what's going on with my PC right now. Alright, where we going? We are going random. Yo, what is up, JX Gamer? How you doing? Welcome on in over on the YouTube. Hope you're doing well. We are doing the Dr. Scotty Crossworlds Challenge, where I verse a content creator in Crossworlds, and the first to 10 is championed the better Sonic Racing Crossworlds player. It's currently 1-1, but it's about to be 2-1. But to who? We're gonna have to find out. But I have a feeling I know who it's gonna be. The answer is me.
Whoa.
I said what I
Mighty.
said.
I see.
Oh
you.
yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
You see that?
Nice. I did see that. You tried
You
to
see
hit
that?
me. You did try to hit me.
Wait, it said on my screen that you got hit.
No, well, you didn't hit me.
Oh no. Alright. Oh
Hold the drift.
no.
Why the fuck did I just Oh.
Sorry, Undefeated was playing on my end.
Yeah, I'm getting destroyed.
Did you get Nickelodeon?
I got Nickelodeon, and I also just got like absolutely obliterated by everybody.
Face it, you're just an enemy. Ow. Okay. Alright. I'll take second. I'll take second.
Okay, you definitely finished before me.
Oh, well,
Sonic
maybe
Racing.
next time.
Yikes.
All around the world. Jax, have you been playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds? How have you been enjoying it? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Do let us know. Good. Oh, we level up. We got that. Oh no, I'm like 1 point away from C.
I'm D minus.
Yo,
I've done it.
He's got that D in him. Oh,
I
what's what?
did it.
They should call this Game of the Year Racing Crossworlds. Yo, Pocket Ellery, how you doing? Long
So
time
real.
no speak. Long time no speak. How you been? How you been? Hope you been well. How's life? But yeah, this game is so much fun, isn't it? Like, going to this game, I was like, there's no way this game's gonna be better than Transformed. And now I'm kind of like, I think this game might be a little bit better than
This
Transformed.
game is
I just,
so fun.
did you play Transformed or not really?
No, I haven't actually. I have it, but I have not.
Oh, we should play that sometime as well.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the things I appreciate over on like Transformed is that the mechanics for the boat and the plane is much deeper compared to this game. Like,
Yeah.
this
okay.
is much more arcadey compared to that game.
Yeah.
Transformed has.
Oh no!
I'd say it has
Communication with
a.
lobby's been lost.
No. All right, looks like I'm doing a race. Time for you to customize your car.
Yeah, I can take a look at gadgets and stuff.
I think Transformed has a higher skill ceiling, and Crossworlds is more arcadey. But as an overall product, I think Crossworlds is a better game. But I do love the fact that Transformed. I do love their stages in the game. They're much bigger in terms of like you can explore more paths. The flying has many more options. The flying in this is very linear in this game. Where in Transform there's a lot more room for movement, which I really like. And also there's Sega stages as well. This game only has Sonic stages.
For now.
So that's what Transformed has over this one. Well, I don't think they're going to be adding any Sega stages, only the paid DLC stages,
Yeah, probably.
which is like Minecraft, Ninja Turtles. I love making cars, making the deep cut vehicles. The deep cut vehicles. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? But I've been seeing some of the vehicles people have been making online. So good. You missed out on doing the Shadow Generation stage. It's basically white. It's like they literally
Damn.
copy and pasted white space. We find the strength we need. It's never alone for just another day of hope and tragedy. Everything that comes our way. Oh, hail Shadow. Heroes rise again. Sorry. Alright, go. Are you making a nice pretty car?
I'm looking at my gadget.
Oh, gadget. Go gadget.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at them.
Amy's car from Sonic Drift. Oh, heck yeah. The Sea Fox from Triple Trouble. I respect that. I wish there was a way that when you made a car, you could like generate a code and then other people could like put that in their game. That'd be really cool. I'm flowing into the light. Have you had the cyberspace Crossworld yet?
Yeah, I've seen all the Crossworlds.
So good.
It is so good. I can just buy things. Maybe I should do that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Disappear.
Oh, the
Ow!
giganto liner.
Disappeared in. Yeah, this remix is banging. The wrong stage, but that's fine.
It tried. That's what matters.
Although they look pretty far, I'm gonna find my own way and take a chance on today. The colors feel so right. I'll keep on running. Alright, go. Just take my hand. We're gonna reach for the stars. No. Thank God you're not in this match. That's what I'm saying.
Damn, I wish I was in that match.
Have you heard the Dropaholic remix of Cyberspace Lab 3 in Time Trial? I have not. Oh, maybe. No, maybe. Yes, no. Don't think so. I'll have to get on that. Oh, you weren't even in this match anyway, so there was no bot version of you.
Damn. They removed.
But we have ranked up to C. Lego. Rank up reward. Perfect charge bounty. Ooh. What is that? Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
Let me back out so I can invite you again. Canceling. 5, 4. Okay, good. At least you can actually cancel the things now, like last time.
Yeah.
That was a bit silly, wasn't it? All around the world.
Wish you could name the car as well that you made.
It just combines like what the two pieces are. For its
Yeah.
name. I've sent for a request.
Let me log
Shame we
into
can't have a rival interaction between Storm and Meek. I know, right?
Whoops.
But I do like the rival interactions. They're very cute. I just wish the non-Sonic characters had actual voice lines. Aside from Miku, of course.
Yes.
Ba-da-da-da-da, we're trailblazing. Sonic Racing. Alright, well, match, baby.
Me. I've decked out my car.
Yeah.
I have. Oh wait, yeah. Can't I give you
let's
like?
see, you got a nice little sticker down there.
Yeah, I actually got 3 whole stickers.
Whoa, that's crazy. Do you see my little Samsung
Yeah,
on the front of my car?
I feel like,
You can see like the 4 pixels of it.
yeah.
Alright, what stage are we doing? I'll do Chow Park. Manifesting Chow Park.
Manifest. I don't really have anything I want to manifest right now. I just want to manifest a win.
That was good. I like that. I like that. That's funny.
I want to be tied for as long as possible because I feel like that would be way more enjoyable.
Aqua Forest is the stage, which is basically a Mario Kart stage, so we're going to do that one. Ellery, what's your favorite stage in this game?
Hi.
I'm gonna
Hi!
go for the museum.
Also, have you heard Rouge's voice lines when you do tricks in this game?
Agreed.
No.
They're a bit crazy.
I
They're a
haven't
bit
played
crazy.
it. Why am I not surprised?
I'm like, Sonic Racing.
We got 3
It's
whole.
so cool to
groups.
see a werehog. It's cool to see the werehog in 2025. Not
Right.
in like a mobile game.
Well, I've been playing Sonic Unleashed, so feel
Oh,
I'm just
true.
like, yeah,
Have you
no,
finished
this
it?
is just normal. No, well, I only played it like once.
Oh.
I haven't, because I'm moving, so I'm gonna be playing the normal version.
No, I haven't, Ellery.
What is it? The comp. Once I actually get
Oh,
set
yes.
up over there.
Very pog. Very pog.
Indeed.
Alright. Oh, you got the starting off Wisp.
Yeah, I took a look at it. That's
Like,
kind of why.
it's cool, but it's like, it doesn't really matter at the start, because
It doesn't.
where you are at the start doesn't really come into play at all.
No, it doesn't.
You don't think you have a favorite track yet? That's fair, that's fair. I like Corona Silence a lot. Also, I think I like the Market Street a lot as well.
Market Street is...
Ba-da-da-da. But it's funny, this is actually based on the Wii version of Market Street, not the Xbox. Which is interesting. Alright, where are we going? Lost World? Sonic Lost World?
Yeah, surely, right?
Come on, Sonic Lost World. Yeah!
So this is a Lost World stage. I was so curious.
Yeah, this is from the... Hey, sorry
Because
about
I
that.
haven't... Oh. Because I haven't played Lost
This
World.
is from like the bonus stages for Lost World. So basically,
makes
when you
sense.
finish the game, there's like a bonus world, and these are from bonus parts. So that is a stage, and then this flying bit here is like a bonus stage where you actually fly in the tornado.
Yeah.
I
So-
actually really love Lost World.
I would love to play Lost World properly.
Have you got it on Steam?
Yeah.
Alright, make sure you download the Yoshi and Zelda DLC mod pack.
Mod pack,
Basically, it's
'cause
more
that's
ported-
the Wii U stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but someone managed to port the whole thing over to PC.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it would be that difficult, because it is just the same game. But,
That is true.
that's it.
Still cool. It's still cool regardless, way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is
Don't
pretty
undermine-
cool.
Oh, first place is nice.
You're in first.
Oh no, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
King Boo Boo, please.
I hate the boo guy. I hate that guy so
Right.
much.
No, I see you in first as well, you bitch.
Oh, sorry. Did you just
Damn.
get spiked?
I did not get spiked, but I got second.
Oh, it said you got spiked.
Not too bad.
I didn't run into it. I swear.
What is this game? It's got the
It's-
Mario Kart like.
Yeah, I got second. Damn.
That's not bad.
I was so close.
not here.
Damn, not here.
This is the World Crown of Sonic. This is the World Crown of Sonic. Please re-explain what you just said. I didn't understand that. Wag, do you understand that?
The World Crown. Yeah, like World Crown from Mario 3D World. I get it. I do understand. I get it. The secret bonus post game.
In what game?
Mario 3D World. When
Ah.
you finish the game, you can go to World Mushroom. World.
Oh, I get it.
World
I get it.
Fire,
I
World
understand.
Star, or, you know, something. World Crown is like the special one.
I'm glad I got you, Wag.
Yeah.
Wonder Museum.
Oh.
I like Wonder Museum quite a lot.
I wanted Wonder Museum. I chose that last time.
Alright, watch it choose my one now. Dopey Deal is here. The last loser
No way.
of the Doc Sonic Cross Worlds Challenge is here.
Hey,
And
Devil.
he's here to console the upcoming loser. as
Yeah.
well.
This is
We're
gonna
currently
be
at 3-1, but this time we've decided to do the whole first to 10. Because with Dopey Deal, I said first to 10. He's like, well, best to 10. I was like, all right, we'll do best to 10. But me and you, we're doing first to 10,
Hey,
which I feel like is gonna be. Was that my?
that was yours.
I feel like this is gonna be a long stream. And I
No, it's
apologize
fine.
in advance. Actually, no, I'll make it quick. Is
Yeah,
you'll
you'll-
get eggs.
You'll make it quick.
Don't worry about that.
I do like this song.
It is very nice. The soundtrack for this stage, I really like.
The soundtrack for this game in general is really good.
Yes, there's some like third lap stages, third lap tracks that I don't love very much. You know, with the
Yeah.
vocals. I think it just sounds a bit messy.
Yeah.
But although like lap 1 stuff is very good.
Oh my god.
That's why I have changed lap 3 to just be like Sonic songs
That
from the jukebox.
I just got like pushed into a corner.
Oh, Ocean View lap 3 is quite good. Everybody super Sonic
Oh yeah.
racing.
I remember hearing that for the first time, but I popped off. No fucking way that guy just ran into my bomb.
No, there's 2 Big the Cats now.
Yeah.
This is gonna get
which one?
confusing.
Which one's me?
Probably the one that says your name.
Yeah, the one that's.
Probably the one that just hit me. Probably the one on the grass.
Yeah. I was the one on the grass.
10.
Where the fuck is the guy going?
Waddle Dee's in this game. Let's go.
Yo, Rainbow
I
Road.
love the music and Sonics. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, this stage is so cool.
Based on the transformed version of the stage, basically.
Oh, I'm getting cut! Damn.
Ow! Got bullet build. I mean, sorry, I got drilled. What position you in?
I'm in third.
What the heck?
I don't know how I'm in third, to be fair.
I don't know either.
I feel like I've been like everywhere, all at once.
Get
out of my way.
Have you noticed
Me
that a lot
too.
of the jump ramps are Sonic Adventure 2 ones? I haven't. I'll have to give that another look. Hello!
Oh, of course you just did that. You screwed me.
I'm gonna find my own way. Oh, first place.
Yeah, I'm not coming back from that.
What, me monster truck with you?
Yeah, I ran into a wall for like 3 seconds
Oh,
because he hit me
I'm
and
sorry.
I kept going forward.
I'm sorry. Nah.
No, of course you don't. Can I make a good comeback though? Probably not. Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh
No,
no.
it's low.
Oh no. Oh yes.
No.
It's Sonic Racing
Damn.
Oh,
all
well,
around the
maybe next
world.
time.
I did that track you hit me did not end well.
7th.
Yeah. I don't know how I got so far ahead, to be fair. I was in last place for like a solid 10 seconds.
I was in like 10th place for like a good 15 seconds. I was stressed. But I brought it back, baby. And
You
you can bring
did.
it back too.
I
We're currently on 4-1. Are we sweeping? Have I got to get the broom out?
You're not sweeping. No, I refuse.
That's what Dopey Dill said.
No.
That's
too
what
late.
Dopey Dill said.
What am I doing? Oh, I guess I'm Shadow. I didn't mean to pick Shadow.
You picked the cow on my screen.
Well, I'm Shadow.
Oh, you're Shadow on my screen. Eggman
Yeah.
Expert. I like that stage. That's
Oh, I
cool.
can change my character, thank God.
How's it going? Do you reckon this is Mike Pollock's last game as Eggman?
I have no idea.
Because you've been hearing about all the stuff that's been happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be Blaze. I'm gonna Blaze.
420, blaze it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where are we going? Again!
We're back to the museum.
Night at the museum? No, nights at the museum.
Nights.
You're nights?
Yeah, night.
Have you ever played Journey to Dream? Knight's Journey to
I
Dreams?
haven't, but I think I do own
Night's
it.
Dreams? There's there's the original, which is on Steam.
Yeah, I think I own
And then
it.
there's the Wii version as well.
Mm.
I feel like when the DLC characters come out for the free Sega characters, I think it'd be cool to do like a stream of that game, like the day before the character drops.
So you're gonna stream Persona 5?
Oh yeah,
Oh my
you know
god.
me. You know me in finishing games.
Yeah. This is.
Oh, I finished Shinobi the other day though.
I did see that.
New-
Congratulations.
New Shinobi game. It's a very good game. I highly recommend. When it goes on sale, I highly recommend you grab that one. I think you would enjoy that.
Yeah.
The combat in it is very nice. Come on, Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee's good at this game.
Whoa. Like I was spinning. I have no
Ba,
brain.
ba, ba, da, ba. Ba, 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 da, ba.
Can't win.
Alright, where are we going? Where are we going, Hatsune Miku? Golden Temple.
You guys are already over there.
I'm back in the effing building.
Yep. Real.
Yo, Hatsune Miku, where did you go?
Hatsune Miku?
Did you watch the movie?
The what? The Hatsune Miku movie?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
the girl who lost her voice, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I did.
Was it any good?
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
god,
okay,
this
it wasn't
guy
that
just
good.
fucking...
Yeah. Okay, so it's
Well,
bad.
like, it's a movie where, like, obviously it's easier to be invested if you know the character.
Who's she? Who's Hatsune Miku? What is a Hatsune Miku?
Well, Hatsune Miku is, like, a fucking virtual idol.
Never heard of her.
I'm throwing so hard.
I'm gonna find
All right.
my own
I hope
way.
you're not first.
Oh no! No! Give me a shield. Give me a shield.
Nope. I got
I got
you.
doubled then.
Oh, you got double.
I got booed and I got stomped on as well. It's alright, I'm still in first though.
I don't know how you're in. No, I'm gonna hit the. Oh my god. So you win this, obviously. I'm in 11th.
No, no,
This isn't good.
no, no, no. What happened there? I was first, the whole thing,
Well, it's
and
fine
they got
because
back
I was
to what, like
11th.
6? I'll take that.
That hurt. I keep getting screwed over by these people. Oh
Eight,
my
I got
god.
8.
Oh, I was so close. I could have brought it
What the
back.
heck? What the heck?
I don't get
That's
it.
crazy.
I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. You know?
You just gotta lock in.
I'm trying. But like everything keeps fucking killing me.
You're not locking in hard enough, bro.
Apparently not. That's why I talk about this game as like you are consistently crab bucketed, you know? You're not allowed to leave the bucket.
Ellery gave a good point. When you go around corners, you know, just take your foot off the accelerator. You do tighter
no,
turns. Do that.
I'm drifting those corners.
Oh, Kronos.
Okay, but Metal Harbor.
Yeah, but you haven't done Kronos yet.
I
Kronos.
think I have. I think that was one of the first I did in the online.
Oh.
No, I
I
definitely
see,
did.
I see.
I definitely did.
Alright, looks like we're going to Metal Harbor then.
Good.
Good. Great. Awesome. Outstanding. Amazing.
Hatsune Miku.
Alright, where we going? Where we going? Dun, dun. We are going to...
No, that's me!
That's you!
I did it.
Good. Great. Jamming.
What a
yeah, fun-
name.
Which guy?
There's a guy called Taking a Fat Shit. What a name.
Heck yeah. What a guy. Hey, what a guy.
What a legend. Oh my god.
Yo, this guy in front of me got the Legion car. Let's go. Oh, it's taking a fat. It's got the Legion car.
Yo.
Is it the
I got it.
Asus Legion? Is that what it is?
Don't know. Metal Harbor though? Banger.
The stage for this is basically taken from the Afterburner stage from
You're-
Transformers.
Someone
I
hit
gotta
me
s- apparently I
right
talk
as
too
we were
much.
doing that jump.
Oh yeah, apparently I give too many fun facts about games and game development and stuff
Right?
like that.
Yeah, apparently your nickname is Mr. Yap. It's so funny to me.
I'm like, you don't want to watch a stream and the person just sitting there playing like. I say, what's the point of watching? If
Right.
the person themselves isn't adding anything to it.
I love being 12.
I'll be in second. What do you mean taking a fat is in first place?
Alright, why is everybody so far ahead? I got a lock here. Oh, why did that thing just decide to jump right then and there? You getting tired yet? What do you need?
Come on. Come on.
Whoa,
Come on.
where am I? That's fine. because it's very late there. Only 9 o'clock.
Pass me bedtime. Pass me bedtime.
Alright, can I catch up with this? Maybe. Oh my god, I think I just hit somebody in the head. Get good. I did goo you. Ah.
Did you just goo me? Did you just goo me?
I did just goo you.
Did you just goon me?
No, I didn't do that.
Okay, just checking.
Did you just stop?
Oh, damn it.
Who the hell just hit me there? A monster
No!
truck!
No, no,
Please!
no, no!
What was that? Were we right next to each other the whole time?
Yeah. Well,
No,
right at the
you,
end we were.
you definitely won that.
Right at the end we were right. You were Blaze, right?
Yeah, I was Blaze. No!
Did you see me right next to you?
Yeah, we both got flattened at like the same time.
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, that was awful.
Crazy. That was fun. I like that.
The subs,
Turn
dude.
down a little
Jesus.
bit. Go. Turn you up a bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Da 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 da.
I'm getting destroyed.
Da da da
Guys,
da.
I'm losing so hard. I don't know what to do.
Bro, he fell off. 6-1. 6-1.
Right?
Let's put
What
some references
happened?
in Swedish who ignore them exactly. But yeah, here's a fun little fact. This horn. It's the start of the Sega logo in the Game Gear version of Sonic Spinball.
Interesting.
So it goes. Duh, duh. Mystic Jungle. I like Mystic Jungle.
Mystic Jungle is.
They had to
Oh
make
my
up
God.
for the last time they did Mystic Jungle in the game.
I'm getting thrown so hard. I'm throwing. Well, at least I will be full D rank after this match.
You got that
And I
full
won
D,
one.
baby.
I've won 1.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's what matters.
And Mega
Ciao
Drive version.
Park.
Okay, I thought it was just the Game Gear version. The more you know. Chow Park? Alright. Whoa. What?
We're playing with high
Okay.
skill races here.
It's funny, I've actually had a few times doing like world maps. I've actually come across people, fellow Sonic streamers, which has been crazy.
That
And then I
is
do in their stream right after the race. I'm like, beat ya. It's a small world. I've had the same person like 2 different times. On completely different days, and I didn't even know that they were playing or streaming at the time. It's crazy.
How the hell did you get in front of me after I hit you?
Don't worry about that.
That's
None
what
of
I
your
mean.
business. None of your
Tim
business.
hates me.
Spin, spin. Boom in my head, right round, right round. All right, where we going? Where we going? Random. Frenzy time.
Yeah.
Which position you in?
I'm in 8th.
Oh, do you know where I am?
You're in 1st. I can see you. Why am I a monster truck?
You don't
I
want to
did
be a
not
monster
know
truck?
that. No, I don't want to be a monster truck.
Why
I
not?
want to boost.
Yo, what's up, Moobot?
Yo, Boobot.
Moobot?
Love Boobot. Oh my god,
I didn't know
hit you.
Moobot automatically typed. I didn't know it had a sentient consciousness. Alright, go, 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 go!
Hey, dude. What does the goo even do?
It slows you down a little bit and it's annoying.
Ah, okay. I didn't know it slowed you down.
Hey, it's no blooper ink. It actually does stuff to you.
Yeah. I just fell
What?
off.
I just fell off too. I fell off again?
Hey,
Oh no, it's you!
I am losing though. Like,
Look behind you, look behind you.
I can't. I'm too focused.
Look behind you now.
Oh my god, it's you!
Sorry. Oh wait, no, what do you mean sorry? You're in front of me.
Yep. Oh! I got stopped at the last second.
Not how I wanted
Oh.
it to go.
Did you beat me though? I think you beat me though.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Let's go!
Ooh.
2!
It is 2-6.
I'll take 2.
Almost
And
got
I'm
drilled.
officially D-ranked.
Another
Let's
step
go.
Forward.
Lego.
Hell yeah.
Is this the comeback?
This is the comeback.
Don't call it a comeback.
Absolutely comeback.
You gonna what on my back? What?
Hmm?
What? So, what? Huh?
He did Warner's Cup.
Dad, spell I cup.
I
Oh.
C
Oh.
U P. Oh, he got me. He got
I
me.
got you. I got you
got me.
good.
Ooh, white space. I haven't done that
white
one
space. You're welcome.
yet. Feel assaulted.
Hey guys.
Have you ever, the Shadow Generations white space?
Yes, it's that one. I can
So,
see it.
so imagine that. Imagine that. But you're in a car. There you go.
Oh my
It's literally
God.
the exact same map.
You mean a boat? Because like most
Even a
of
boat.
most of it's water.
Let's go.
Your water.
Hey, how much percent?
Alright, if we don't
water
get white space, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad if we don't get white space. I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be angry if we don't
upset.
get white space. Oh, I'm happy.
Yo, it's me again.
They like you. They like you.
They do.
They feel bad if
They
that you
feel
losing.
very bad.
Alright, who we got in this one? Nova Sword. We got Yuzu.
Yo,
Shout out
the
to those people.
emulator.
Oh, I get that reference. Here, shout out to the Switch.
Shout out to the Switch. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, I see this. You take you away. Wait, this. No. I'm not on purpose. On purpose.
Alright, let's
Oh my
go.
God,
Let's go.
big
Let's go.
eyeball.
The big eyeball.
The big eyeball.
That's a little reference for you.
Yeah,
You get that reference?
I do.
Yeah, it's to one of your own videos, mate.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I recognize the intonation.
Yes. The big eyeball.
The big eyeball.
That's how you know that I. That's how you know I actually watch your content.
That's awesome. Thank you, God.
Unlike everyone else,
Oh,
who says
crap.
they do, but they actually don't.
God, I see you.
Do ya? Well, I
I-
don't see you.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
Well, I don't look backwards. I only look forwards. Where are we
what?
going? Ow!
Well, oh my God, I'm right next to you. What am I getting? There's like
Ah!
20 fucking things.
Monster trucks.
Yeah. That's what it is. Ow. I can't see.
Alright, how are you looking?
I am 8.
I'm 5th. So I'm not doing too good either. I'm 8th. What?
Well, I'm 5th now. 3rd.
I'm
Somehow.
gonna lock in.
I
Go,
really-
go.
I shouldn't be here right now.
Alright.
My dad.
Yeah, you get magneted.
Whoa. Oh my God. This play. I know this play.
It's like the end of the game.
Yeah.
Ow!
Doomspace, I think it's called. Oh, I see you. You're right next to me.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Oh my god, I got
Nuh-uh.
hit from behind, man.
We're going to Radical Highway.
Not Radical
Shadow.
Highway.
I love Radical Highway.
We're gonna reach for the stars.
Are we? Is that what's happening?
Die! Damn it! Bam, 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 bam. I still won.
Damn.
Not how I wanted it to
I had
be.
3 fucking things at the end as well that I could have sent off. Hey, I'm fully licensed!
Hey, fully sick, bro.
Fully
I
sick.
came fifth. That's not bad.
Not bad at
Very
all.
good.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I don't mind it. I'm just getting absolutely shafted.
I'll shaft you. What?
Whoa.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
It's a sharper. Oh, I did not like saying that.
I'm getting destroyed.
Also, when you get back to when you settle in your new place, I've come up with a good another good stream race.
Ooh, stream race. Wait, I gotta make
First
like a
finish-
Discord for that or something.
First to finish Sonic Lost World.
First to finish Sonic Lost World.
Oh my
gonna
god, is that
lose.
K-Dog?
No, it's
Pumpkin
not.
match. Let's go. Okay,
don't-
maybe not. How are you, K-Dog? Welcome on in. Are you doing well? I am versing Mr. Wag right now.
That's
and
me.
we're doing a little, that's him. We're doing a little thing where the first person to win 10 races is crowned the Cross Worlds champion. So far, it is 6-2.
Yeah. I'm
So one of
getting
us isn't doing very good.
absolutely
Is it me or is it Wag? It's Wag. It's
It's
Wag.
me. It's me. You have the more experience than me. I just get really lucky.
Right. Well, you got lucky twice.
I have been lucky twice. 3 times. It's more
Oh,
than a
we're
coincidence.
Kronos. Bum, bum, bum.
I feel like I do not do well on these online races.
You'll get there. You'll get there, buddy. You'll get there.
I'll learn what the strategy is.
Alright. Let go, let go, let go. What about
I just-
you?
I
Are you
just don't know
playing
what-
as Blaze still?
I am still playing.
And which position are you at the moment?
I am in second.
Oh, you're right there. I see you.
Yeah.
With your boost, with your wisp.
Yeah, I got a wisp in my hand.
Are you enjoying first? Oh, it didn't last long, did it? Oh no, you're still in first.
I am still here somehow.
Not anymore. Oh, I saw that. Take that, Hatsune Miku.
Screw you, Hatsune Miku. Now I'm gonna lose. There he is. I see him.
Don't. Oh, you.
You said don't as I pressed it. How are you still ahead of me?
Because it didn't actually hit me on. You didn't actually deploy it on my side.
What? I was right in front of you. There's a guy ahead of us.
Alright.
We gotta
Go back
kill
for a
him.
second. Let me get him.
Oh god. Oh god. Who the fuck? Who did I hit with my special ability? I was trying to hit you.
Hey! I've been holding off from using my items, so I know you're right there.
So you're winning.
One, two,
Oh,
one,
no.
2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah. What position are you in now?
Second.
I fucking
First.
won't be able
Oh,
to hit
sorry.
you. This is going so hard. Oh, hey!
Oh, what the heck?
What a surprise seeing you here!
Hey, hey! disappearing. Disappearing. Get what you deserve. That didn't do anything.
No, I dodged
What?
it.
What?
I had a tornado.
Oh no!
I win this one. Holy shit!
GG.
The victory hard won.
I did that. I did it. I got first.
You did that. You did that.
I got
You
actually,
did that.
I actually got first in one of them. Oh my god. That's 3. 3 wins.
He's catching
Holy
back
crap.
up. He's figured it out.
I locked in for that one apparently.
You did.
I'm
Shout
gonna
out
be
to
real.
Sonic
I have no
Frontiers.
idea. Yeah, shout out to Sonic Frontiers, my favorite Sonic game, apart
I
from.
prefer back ears, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Sorry. That wasn't very funny.
Sonic X Shadow Generations and Sonic Frontiers are my favorite Sonic games.
That's crazy. That's like the 2 latest ones.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a reason why they're so good.
It's when she plays Sonic Lost World. That's all I'm saying.
Oh Radical Highway insta locked.
You, Black Doom, where you at?
Black Doom. Who the fuck?
Yo, what did he say? Did you hear that?
Who? What?
Did you hear what Zavok just said?
No, I didn't.
Let's
Bro
go.
just said, come.
Oh,
That's just that. Come. I'm like, what the
come!
Yo, I want to play Zavok now so I can hear him say that. That's funny.
The only reason anyone ever plays Zavok.
Exactly. Crystal Mine.
Mine. No.
So it's crazy that they put Zavok in Team Sonic Racing. It's even more crazy they put Zaz in this one as well.
Yeah, right. Like, who even are these people?
At the Deadly Six from Sonic Lost World, duh.
Yeah.
This is the goated villains of all time.
Like, who even knows these guys?
You don't know about Master Zaz?
No, I mean, again, I
Master,
haven't
whatever
played.
his name is? Master something. I don't know his name actually, never mind. Zaz is the other guy. Master
Zaz is-
something beginning with Z.
Is that one the yellow one?
No, that's the big boy. He's that
Oh,
little Yoda
sorry.
guy.
Yeah, no, I was thinking he was yellow.
No, he's like green.
Yeah, no, green is the fucking
You
lady.
don't know Zippy Zuzu?
Yeah.
Wait, you're first again?
How the yeah, apparently.
What has happened?
No idea. I've locked in, that's what's happened.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, thank you.
You say. That was so delayed. BQ. Get out of my way, BQ.
Bum, 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 bum. Go.
Oh, I'm not locked
Are you
in
still
enough.
first?
Yeah, somehow.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, I saw that. Oh, wait, no, I'm still alive. I thought I died. I thought I fell off. I did not. That was sick.
Oh, you fell off. But...
I did, but I thought I fell off, like, off the track. But I apparently didn't.
Oh, just in general, you fell off.
I did do that as well. Shadow, get out of my way. Stop slamming me into the wall.
No, Apu, I fell off the stage.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Which position are you in?
First.
Oh no!
I got hit, though.
Be alive and moving night and day. Go, 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 go!
No, the slime!
I think you beat me on that
I
one.
was gonna say, were you the shadow that just like really quickly passed right at the end?
Yeah.
Yes!
No!
Holy crap!
Oh,
The sweep.
Good.
the sweep ain't sweeping anymore.
Oh,
Oh no, he's getting his morale back. He's getting his morale back.
I'm locked back in.
7-4.
I'm gonna quickly.
You know what
run
you
to
got.
the
You know you got to
toilet.
get to. You got to get
Be
6.
Right back.
You better hurry up. Yo, if he gets 6, you know what that means? I'll have 7. Am I right? Am I right? 6, 7? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's Sonic Racing. Sonic Racing. Let's choose. I don't want to do Blizzard. Rainbow Garden. Sure, why not? Hey, okay,
Sup?
okay. Sup?
I'm so good
Oh, he's
at
back.
running.
He's back.
I'm
Fastest
so back.
kid in history.
The actuals. Okay. Now to answer your question before, I got to get to 6 before you get to 10.
You gotta get to 6 while I'm still on 7.
No, I was
Then-
considering 6
So
and 9.
then I can, so then I can say 6, 7. Also, apparently we had an anonymous gifter earlier. So whoever that was, thank you
That's
so
crazy.
much. I appreciate you. Thank you very
Awesome.
much. I never got the notification for it, but thank you.
Interesting.
Huh.
Huh.
Go. Nice. Alright, time for me to lock the heck in.
You gotta lock back in.
I've got to lock back in now. What the heck? I never thought I'd be the one to have a lock in.
Right? Currently slamming every single wall known to man.
Good, that's what I like to hear. Keep doing that. Ow! Is that you?
I didn't hit you. I hit someone else.
See you driving past me though?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Oh my gosh! 11th?
I'm apparently
11th?
locked in right now. How am I in first with one of those like red punchy gloves?
Did you ever play the OG Sonic Racing though?
No, I haven't
Sonic
played
and
any
Spectacle
Sonic
Stars
racing.
What the hell?
Yeah, right.
What about Sonic Riders?
I haven't, but I do own it. The only racing game I've played Sonic related is Sonic R.
That's crazy. Are you in first?
I am now.
Oh, damn it!
I got
Why did you
good.
get Slime in 11th place?
I don't know.
Free to be me in the wind, in the wind.
Why did I get this again? No. No, everyone decided to show up all at once.
Was that you in first?
No.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay, there's a chance.
No,
There's a chance.
I got hit and then everyone decided to show up at once. I was in first for so long.
Oh, you got 11th? What the
Yeah.
heck?
I got hit while I was like third, and then literally everyone decided to show up.
Damn, we showed up. We showed up. That was a tricky race, that one. Jesus Christ.
If I didn't get hit at that last second, I would have been way higher.
Da, 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 da.
Am I putting up more of an even fight than Dell?
Well, we did with Dylan. We did best of 10.
Yeah.
So it could have gone either way, but in the end, it was 6-3, I believe.
Ooh.
Which is like what we are right now, because I'm 8, you're 4, so you're half of what I've got.
Yeah.
No, we already did.
Well,
White
2
Space.
races ago. I don't know.
2 races ago, I had a little bit of doubt in myself,
Farewell.
but I'm back on the. There's no way I can lose now. Great. Which is gonna come to bite me in the butt. It's gonna come back to bite me in the butt. Oh, big streamer boy is back.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Star Crash? How you going? How you going? Oh, cheap followers on streambrew.com.
Get the fuck out of here, you cheap follower bot.
Yo,
Yeah, that's me again. We're back.
That's you again.
We're back in White
How you
Space.
going, Richard? I'm here with Mr. Wag.
It's me.
We're doing a little tournament to see who can get to 10 wins first. I'm currently on 8. Wag's currently on 4. But you never know. It's probably the comeback of the century right now.
If I can get to
For Wag.
5, I'll be happy. Yeah.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. How are you, Richard?
Well, if I
You
can
doing
get
well?
to 6 and you get to 9, I'll be happy as well.
Oh, 6-9?
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
Thank you. Oh, I just fell off.
Let's go,
Awesome.
let's go.
Time to sandbag the whole race.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. I've been playing TFT Team Fortress 2. That's crazy.
Team Fight Pack, probably.
No, Team Fortress 2.
Team Fortress 2. Oh my god, I'm in
I've been playing Team Fortress 2 and getting first or at least every game. That's crazy. You misspelled Team Fortress 2 there, you dingo. That's crazy. Never heard someone spell Team Fortress 2 like that.
Yeah, who spells it like
What
that?
about you, Wake? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm assuming that's you in first.
What do you mean? I'm not in first.
You're not? Then I'm not about to hit you with that.
No.
Damn.
Ow!
I would like some rings.
Battlefield 6 ad? I have not. I haven't played a Battlefield game since, what, Battlefield 3?
Oh, Scott, we should get you on the battlefield now.
No! Someone knocked me off the stage. What did you say, sorry?
We should get you on the battlefield grind.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Are you in first, aren't you?
I was, and then I got hit by the werehog.
Go, 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 go. Oh!
Can you just avoid that?
Someone
Oh
knocked
my
me off.
god, I'm getting destroyed by everything.
I'll take second. I'll take second. Oh, sorry. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. Back to the end of me.
I should have waited. No, I got magneted. It's over.
Is it Jova? This game is overstimulating as AF. That's what makes it so fun. Someone on me off the stage because I welcome back to Transformers. Oh, the
Not how I wanted
the
it.
online in Transformers, someone knocks you, you just go flying. It's crazy. I love 2012 netcode. Oh, you 7th?
Yeah.
You know what that means, don't you?
Very good.
No.
Do you know how many points I'm on right now?
You're on 9.
I'm on 9. I'm on
I
9.
gotta get 2.
Alright, you know what? I might just be nice. I might throw you a win.
No, absolutely do not be nice. This is for you.
Let's get that sub go up. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yes, yes.
If you're
Get
on the
that
chat
sub
right
going.
now, we're trying to get it to 20 subs. We reached 5. Let's see if we get to 20, baby. Are we watching an esports legend that make? You know what? I possibly. There's a Sonic Racing tournament in Indonesia next week, so I'm thinking I might go over for it.
You're gonna join?
Well, unfortunately, it's the same day as PAX, so maybe not.
Oh no, just remote in from Pat.
Hi.
Oh yeah. All right, Ellery, thank you so much for popping in. It was lovely seeing you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Ta-ta.
Oh, ta-ta! See you, even Roosters. Bye-bye.
Farewell. Let us commence.
Who we got
God.
in this race? I can't see.
Hearing Sage's like distorted voice after everybody's like nice and clear voice really throws me off.
Water Palace.
Water Palace.
I hate the lap through music for this stage.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan, Sonic. We've got Soul Eclipse, Dark Vortex. They're all going down. It's a funky town. Are you sure you want me to just? Are you sure you
Yeah.
want the stream to be over?
Yeah. Just fucking do it. I mean, I'm
I
not
played
gonna.
a solo competitive game of CS2. I saw you were playing Counter Strike. I was like, oh.
I'm gonna try.
Interesting. I see ya. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-dum.
I at least know this one.
Bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum. The game voice chat
Whoa.
rage is kind of fun. Oh god, I bet. Oh, Virgo
Landed
hit.
on top of me.
Hey yo, take me out to dinner.
Right?
I see you. Oh yeah.
Oh, I used that way too early. Whoopsie.
Whoopsies.
Whoop. I don't know what
Excusey.
this does.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
We're besties.
Get out of my way. Oh, you did. Thank you.
You go a bit faster than I do.
Have you heard the full track for this stage? It's amazing.
I don't think I have. Again, I really
There's
want
like a
the soundtrack.
there's like a saxophone like break, and it sounds so good.
That sounds awesome.
I'm worried they're not gonna do a physical CD release for this game, aside from the limited run games collector's edition.
Oh, I hear the saxophone.
Oh, it's so nice.
Oh my god, what is happening in this corner? Get me out of here.
Oh, what happened? What happened, buddy? Oh no, you're right
Getting
there.
absolutely destroyed. That's what's happening.
Oh, we got the same item. We got the same item.
That's crazy.
Oh, boost out of it. There we go. I think everyone's got an item. Damn it.
This is
Alright, watch out for the
insanely
monster truck.
close.
Oh. Ah!
Oh yeah, okay, I guess I'll go for it. It was a mistake to go for it. You win. No. Oh, I'm getting hit by everything.
Ow.
What the hell was that?
Where are you? What position?
I'm in 12th.
I was even slowing down at the end for you.
No, everything kept hitting me right at the end. That was crazy. I literally could not accelerate.
I fell off? No, I didn't fall off. I was
I fell
slowing
off
down at the
so
end.
hard.
Wag fell off. I was trying to like give him a win.
Yeah, everything
wanted it
kept
to be
hitting
going.
me.
Damn, bro's calling me Unk. Bro's calling me Unk.
Damn.
Well,
That's
there
10.
we go. We have reached. Wait, someone else did a gift sub? Because it says it's gone up to 6. Because it was at 4 earlier, then it went to 5. Now we're at 6. What the heck is going on?
Crazy.
Stream manager. Let's have a look at this. Interesting. Interesting. I prime subbed. Realized I had. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Richard. I appreciate that. I don't know why a notification come through on either the stream or on my Twitch feed, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yo, Mr. Wag, Mr. Wag, with
There
the
it
sub.
is.
Congratulations, my dude. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. I tried to put up
Oh.
a bit of a fight.
Are you still in the match, or did you quit out of the match?
I quit out.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll quit out as well then.
I mean, you could still keep playing. Like,
No, it's all right. I'm happy. I got what I wanted.
you did get what you wanted. I tried
Don't
my
spend the
best,
$2.50
and
all in one place. I'll try my
in
best.
the end, I could not go any further.
You tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
In the end, I could not lock in hard enough.
Well, there you go. I
haven't played this
am
game
now
enough,
2 for 2 on the Dr. Sonic Cross World Challenge. If you want to challenge me, let me know, and we'll put a Twitch subscription on the line. Wag, who do you want to see me challenge in the future?
Oh, who do I want to see you challenge?
Yeah, who would you want to see me go up against?
I want to see you go up against Luca.
Against Luca? Well,
But
yeah, Luca's gonna
doesn't-
get the
he
game
doesn't
first.
have the fucking game.
We'll have to find
Um,
someone else.
Anyone really? I want to see you
Anyone?
lose.
Whoa!
I want to see you lose.
Oh! Hold up. Hold up.
It would be
Well,
revenge.
everyone- Thank you so much, everyone, for joining on in. Are you gonna end your stream now as well? I'm assuming.
Yes, I will end my stream.
All right. Who should we both raid? Let's find someone we can both
Oh.
raid.
Who's even on right now?
Well, look, we can do a nice little double raid.
We can.
Pav is live. We can raid Pav,
We can raid Pav.
or we could raid Stormy. Should we raid Pav or Stormy?
Who do you
Who's
want
got
to raid?
less? Who's
You're
got
the
less
one.
viewers?
Who's got less viewers, Stormy?
Stormy has less viewers. All right, we're gonna raid Stormy.
We're gonna raid Stormy.
Alright. I just gotta figure out how to do it from my PC. Stream manager.
I've got a
Chat.
little raid button. We
We
got to do it at the same time.
Stormy plays.
We got to hit at the exact same.
Wait, what's her
time.
username? What's slash
Stormy
raid?
streams.
Stormy streams. There you go. I realize there's no music playing. I apologize. Just pretend there's music.
Yeah,
Ba
it's really
da
quiet
da
when
da
there's
da 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 da.
We gotta raid at the same time.
All right, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, because I am using not the Twitch chat on my
Everything's gone.
on my OBS, so it's not giving me the option. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We're moving over to Stormy streams in 5.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna wait. Yeah, no, do the countdown now.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Oh, hi, Paulie. Bye, Paulie. 3, 2, 1. Raid!